Good morning, children. Today we are going to study the chapter Bipin Chaudhary's Lapse of Memory. Now, as you have already studied this chapter, today we are just going to do the quick revision. Bipin Chaudhary's Lapse of Memory. So, every Monday on his way back from work, Bipin Chaudhary would drop in Kalicharan's in New Market to buy books. So, every Monday on his way back from his work, Bipin Chaudhary used to stop in Kali would used to stop in Kali Charan's New Market, where he used to buy books, crime stories, ghost stories, and thrillers. He had to buy at least 5 at a time to last him through the week. So he used to buy 5 books at a time, so that whole he could read whole week those books. So he used to buy 5 at a time. He lived alone, was not a good mixer, had few friends, and didn't like spending time in idle chat. So he used to stay alone, and he used to not mix a lot with people. He had only few friends. Today at Kali Charan's, Bipin Babu had a feeling that someone was observing him from close quarters. So at the shop, he realized that someone was watching him. He turned round and found himself looking at the round-faced, meek-looking man who now broke into a smile. So when he turned around, he found that there was a man who was observing him, who was continuously looking at him. That man was a quiet and humble man. He looked quiet and humble, and he was continuously looking at him. And when he saw that Bipin Babu was looking at him, he gave him a smile. "I don't suppose you recognize me. Have we met before?" asked Bipin Babu. So the man asked him that, have you recognized me? So he said, so Bipin Babu asked him that, have we met before? The man looked greatly surprised. "We met every day for a whole week. I arranged for a car to take you to the Hundru Fall." So the man told him, yes, we have met before, and we met every day for a whole week. And he was the one who has arranged a car for him to take him to the Hundru Fall. In 1958 in Ranchi, my name is Parimal Ghosh. So he said that he has arranged a car in the year 1958 in Ranchi, and his name was Parimal Ghosh. Ranchi. Now Bipin Babu realized that it was not he, but this man who was making a mistake. Bipin Babu had never been to Ranchi. He had been at the point of going several times, but never made it. He smiled and said, "Do you know who I am?" So Bipin Babu said that, okay. When the man told him that he has arranged a car for him to a Hundru Fall in Ranchi, so Bipin Babu was like, he realized that it was not he who didn't recognize this man. It was that man who was mistaking him to someone else. He thought that he said that this was it was a man who was mistaking him, because Bipin Babu has never been to Ranchi. He had never been to Ranchi, though he had planned several times to visit Ranchi, but he had never been, that plan was never successful, and he had never been to Ranchi. The man raised his eyebrows, bit his tongue, and said, "Do I know you? Who doesn't know Bipin Chaudhary?" So Bipin Chaudhary asked him that, okay, do you know who I am? He said that, okay, you might be mistaking me to someone else, because I have never been to Ranchi. And so Bipin Chaudhary asked him, do you know who I am? Bipin Chaudhary now turned towards a bookshelf and said, "Still you are making a mistake. One often does. I have never been to Ranchi." So he said, okay, you know my name, you know I am Bipin Chaudhary, but you are still making a mistake, because he has never been to Ranchi. The man now laughed aloud. "What are you saying, Mr. Chaudhary? You had a fall in Hundru and cut your knee. I brought you iodine. I had fixed up a car for you to go to Netherhat the next day, but you couldn't because of the pain in the knee. Can't you recall anything? Someone else you know was also in Ranchi at that time. Mr. Dinesh Mukherjee. You stayed in a bungalow. You said you didn't like a hotel food and would prefer to have your meals cooked by a bawarchi." So He said that I know you, you are Bipin Chaudhary, and I know I'm not mistaking you because you have been to Ranchi, and over there you went to Hudru Fall where you had a fall, where you had fall down and you got a cut in a right knee. And that man said that even I had brought you an iodine for your cut, and on the next day you were planning to go to Netherhat but you couldn't because of the pain. So he asked you that you can't recall anything. He asked that if you can't remember anything, there was someone else who was at that time. It was Mr. Dinesh Mukherjee, and he was staying in his bungalow because you didn't like hotels food, and Mr. Dinesh Mukherjee had a bawarchi who used to cook food for you. So that man gave so many details about his run. Now, Mr. Mukherjee stayed with his sister. You had a big argument about the moon landing. Remember, I'll tell you more. You always carried a bag with your books in it on your sightseeing trips. Am I right or not? So he said Mr. Mukherjee stayed with his sister and you always carry a bag with your books it on your sightseeing trips. So, am I right or not? Bipin Babu spoke quietly, his eyes still on the books. Which month in 58 are you talking about? So Mr. Bipin Chaudhary asked that man very quietly that okay, you're giving so much details, so about which month are you talking about? The man said October. No sir, said Bipin Babu. I spent puja in 58 with a friend in Kanpur. You are making a mistake. Good day. So when the man told that you have visited Ranchi in the month of October in 1958, so the Bipin Babu told him that you are mistaking because in the month of October he was in Kanpur to celebrate puja with his friend. But the man didn't go, nor did he stop talking. Very strange. One evening I had a tea with you in a veranda of your bungalow. You spoke about your family. You said you had no children, and that too you had lost your wife 10 years ago. Your only brother had died insane, which is why you didn't want to visit the mental hospital in Ranchi. So the man told very strange that you're not able to remember the trip, and you're not able to recognize me also because one evening in the veranda of your bungalow we were sitting and having tea, and there you told me about your family. You told me that you had no children and your wife had died 10 years ago. Your wife had also died 10 years ago, and your brother also died because of insane means mental, like he has lost his mental ability, and that's why you didn't want to visit mental hospital in Ranchi. So when Bipin Babu had paid for the books and was leaving the shop, the man was still looking at him in utter disbelief. So when Bipin Babu paid for the books and when he started leaving the shop, the man was standing there and looking at him in complete surprise at how come he had forgotten about the trip, how come he had forgotten about the trip, and how come he's not able to remember anything about the Ranchi trip apart even after giving so much details about the trip. Vipin Babu's car was safely parked in Bertram Street by the Lighthouse Cinema. He told the driver as he got into the car, just drive by the Ganga, will you, Sitaram? So Bipin Babu sat on his car, which was safely parked near Bertram Street by the Lighthouse Cinema, and when he got into the car, he asked his driver to just drive by the Ganga. Driving up the Strand Road, Bipin Babu regretted having paid so much attention to the intruder. So when he was driving by, he was regretting that why he gave so much importance to that man. He had never been to Ranchi, no question about it. It was inconceivable that he should forget such an incident which took place only 6 or 7 years ago. So he said it was not questionable that he will be forgetting such an important incident which took place only 6 to 7 years before. He had an excellent memory unless Bipin Babu had reeled. So said that he had an excellent memory, and it's not possible that he will forget such an important incident which took place only few years ago. Now, Was he losing his mind? But how could that be? He was working daily in his office. It was a big firm and he was doing a responsible job. He wasn't aware of anything ever going seriously wrong. Only today he spoke for half an hour at an important meeting, and yet. So he started thinking that whether he was losing his mind, whether he was forgetting anything or he was getting mad, as how can he forget such an important detail of his life. And he was working in a very big firm and he was doing his job very responsibly, and it was today only that he spoke in a meeting for half an hour. And yet the man knew a great deal about him. How? He ever seemed to know some even seemed to know some intimate details. The bag of books, wife's death, brother's insanity. The only mistake was about him, his having gone to Ranchi. Not a mistake, a deliberate lie. In 58, during the puja, he was in Kanpur at his friend Haridas Bakhti's place. All Bipin Babu had to do was to write to. No, there was no way of writing to Haridas. Bipin Babu suddenly remembered that had left with his wife for Japan some weeks ago and he didn't have his address. So he was thinking that how come that man knows such personal details and private things about Bipin Babu, because he knew each and everything about his life, his family, his friends, and but the only thing where he was mistaken was about his Ranchi trip, because in the year 1958, in the month of October, he was with his friend Haridas Bagchi. So Bipin Babu thought of confirming it from Haridas, but he couldn't because Haridas and his wife had left for Japan for some weeks ago only, and he didn't have their address of, so he couldn't confirm from them. But what was the need of proof? For proof, he himself was fully aware that he had never been to Ranchi, and that was that. So he thought that why do I need proof? Because he himself was aware that he had never been to Ranchi. The river breeze was bracing, and yet a slight discomfort lingered in Bipin Babu's mind. About Hastings, Bipin Babu decided to roll up his trousers and take a look at his right knee. So, but as the breeze were bracing, the breeze was blowing, there was slight discomfort in his mind that what was happening to him. So he rolled up his trouser and took a look at his right knee. There was a mark of an old inch long cut. So there was a mark in his knee of an inch long cut. It was impossible to tell when the injury had occurred. Thank you everyone.